Hey everyone, welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. This is Ferociousllama. This week I'm playing a deck that I saw Travis Wu made. He calls it Modern Zombie Combo. And basically it's a blue-black with a splash of red deck with Gravecrawlers, Zombie Invitation, Bloodghast, Life from the Loam, Lotless Trolls, Squeeze, Stinkweed Imp, Vengevine, and Veilborn Ghouls, and Raven's Crimes. Basically, it's a zombie deck where I can discard all my cards to Lotless Troll or Zombie Infestation. And then either dredge, if I discard a Stinkweed Imp, I can always dredge it back and get a Bloodghast or a Gravecrawler in the graveyard and then get them into play. Or same thing with the Vengevine. And the Veilborn Ghoul usually doesn't even get cast. It's mostly just to discard and then draw new cards. And the Life from the Loam lets me get more lands, which if we have a Dryad Arbor in the graveyard or in our hand, we can discard it to the Lotless Troll or to the Zombie Infestation and get more cards. I saw some videos with it. It was alright. I played a few games and it's super fun to play. So I'm making a video playing it today. And then on our sideboard we have 2 Tectonic Edge for decks like Tron. Just throw them in and kill all their lands and then keep getting them back with Life from the Loam. A couple of Dark Blasts because the Young Pyromancer and Delver decks are a tough matchup for any deck. Raven's Crime against Control. Necromancer Stockpile, just a thought. Good way to cycle through our decks in the long, grindy games. Ancient Grudge, of course, against Affinity. Abrupt Decay is anytime, any small permanent. It's a great card. Kills anything. Shambling Shell, just a way to beef up our stuff a little bit, and it dredges. I haven't really found a use for it, and it's really just kind of a card that... Travis Wu had it in his deck, so I thought I'd throw it in. I don't really see any applications where it's good, but hey, whatever. And then Knot of the Bone. This card's sweet against Burn and any other really aggressive creature decks, because if they're going to kill us, all we do is just keep dredging until we dredge that into the graveyard and then play it. And if we get lucky and draw it, we can play it twice. So, super cool. And Vengeful Pharaoh, I really don't know what the benefit of this card is. It's a cool idea, but I just don't think it's... I don't think in practice it's very effective. But hey, it was in the sideboard when Travis Wu made it, so I just whipped up the same exact deck real quick. And of course, I think I should, if I were going to play this in a tournament, I would definitely change the, the sideboard to be a little bit more tailored to the current metagame rather than, whenever he recorded it. So... let's play some games, see what happens. Alright, and we're here in the tournament practice room against our opponents, Fraoho, I guess? I don't know. But we have 2 lands, we have a Life from the Loam, we have a Zombie Invitation, we have a Lotless Troll, Bloodghast, and Veilborn Ghoul. Seems pretty good to me. Let's keep it. And the other thing that I didn't mention was Urborg turns everything into a swamp, even our fetch lands. So when we play them, we get our Veilborn Ghoul back, which is kind of cool. Alright, our opponent's played a Overgrown Tomb, which puts him on any number of popular decks. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play our Verdant Catacombs. And I think next turn we'll play a Zombie Infestation and discard a Veilborn Ghoul and a Bloodghast. Alright, I wonder if he's playing a same deck we're playing, which would be funny. So we're going to fetch at the end of his turn, and I was playing earlier, and it was funny because I've been playing a lot of Legacy and Vintage with, the original dual lands, and I forget that you have to fetch at the end of this turn. I forget that you have to fetch at the end of the turn on in Modern, because you either have to pay 2 lives or 2 life, or your lands come into play tapped. So that always ends up screwing me. But I remembered this time. So, alright, so we got our Zombie Infestation in play, and we'll wait till the end of his turn, because if he has any sorcery speed removal, we want to avoid that. But if he goes to kill our Zombie Infestation, okay, he's going to Raven's Crime us. I think we will discard a Life from the Loam. Oh, he Ravencrowned himself. Oh, very clever. Okay. Well, we're going to go Gravecrawler, Bloodghast. And then we're going to go Veilborn Ghoul, Life from the Loam. And then we're going to dredge back our Life from the Loam. And hopefully we'll get some lands. Alright, we got some lands. Good deal. So, whoops. Gotta tap my mana right. It's important. So we're going to go Life from the Loam, get back Marsh Flats, and Verdant, Catacombs. And then we will play our Verdant Catacombs and get back our Veilborn Ghoul and put our Bloodghast into play. And then I think we're going to attack. That's what we're going to do right now. Okay, well, what's he going to do? Okay. Sure. Okay, let's see. Our opponent has 3 cards in hand, so if he's got, let's see, 3. I think we're just going to take it. Be down to 12. And if you got all lands, you can kill us, but okay. Well, yeah, this is kind of depressing. Sure, he can kill our guy. Okay. Alright, now we're going to discard a Veilborn Ghoul and a Marsh Flats. And then we're going to crack our Verdant Catacombs and get a forest because it's a bayou. And we will return our Ghoul and we'll let his guy go away. And then we will discard a Veilborn Ghoul and a Marsh Flats. Alright, and now we're going to dredge back our Life from the Loam again. And we got a whole bunch of goodies. A bunch of Gravecrawlers. It's okay. Let's Life from the Loam back our 3 fetch lands, which are all we got. And play a Verdant Catacombs. Get back our 2 guys. Well, our Veilborn and our Bloodghast. And then let's attack for 6. And hopefully next turn we can kill our opponent. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and play 1 Gravecrawler here, because I might The only reason I'm not playing both of them is because I think I'm going to want to discard my Veilborn and a Marsh Flats, and then crack our fetch, get back Veilborn, and then discard Veilborn and the other Marsh Flats like we did last turn. So, just in case he finds some way to kill our stuff. And then next turn we'll be able to get back our Bloodghasts if he kills them, and we'll be able to attack for 8 for sure. Even if he wipes our board of everything except Zombie Mutation, okay, and we won. But if he, I just wanted to say, if he had wiped our board, you know, with some kind of Pyroclasm or whatever, he could have killed everything we had on all of our creatures. We still would have been able to make 2 more zombies at the end of his turn, and then have 2 Bloodghasts come into play. So, well, that went well. And one thing I am aware of about this deck is it doesn't have any graveyard hate. So we're taking out the Ravenscrown because those are pretty worthless in this matchup. And we're going to put in our 2 Knot of the Bones because I think that's good. You know, to gain life, because it seems like he's playing with Goro's Vengeance. It seems like he's playing somewhat of a combo deck. You know, I don't know if it's really a true combo deck, but it's got a combo of discard this guy and then put him into play and then kill me as quickly as possible. So, and I think we're going to throw in a Necromancer Stockpile. This is the one that lets us cycle cards for black and a colorless, discarding cycle creature cards for black and a colorless. And if it was a zombie card, put a 2/2 black zombie creature into play. So if we ever get into like a grindy part of the game where we don't have like a, you know, if it wasn't like it was before where we could make 2 zombies every single turn and get back our Bloodghast, we can make a zombie every turn and then just play something. It helps. I'm actually a big fan of that card. I don't know how good it really is, but I think it's a cool card with a cool idea, and it's effective. I mean, I made a standard deck with it when it first came out, and it was okay. I don't play a lot of really super competitive Magic anymore, but now this deck just doesn't have anything to get us going. I mean, yeah, it's got some creatures and some lands, but I really don't think it's got it has no like important spells. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna mulligan this. All right, this one's better because we have a Lotleth Troll and a Squee and 3 creatures, which is sweet. So we're keeping this for sure. Because we can go Lotleth Troll, then discard Squee and get back Squee every turn. So, it's amazing how a lot of decks, like I remember even it's like Mirrodin Block Standard way back in the old days, first Mirrodin Block, that it was a big thing that if someone went, you know, even turn 2 Slith Firewalker, which was the haste Firewalker, which would get a +1/+1 counter every time it did damage to a player. You just couldn't beat it. Like after Affinity was banned, you just couldn't beat that. That was just too good for a turn 2. Turn 1 was like unbeatable. Turn 2 was still very tough. And anyway, the point of that is I think Lotleth Troll, just basically getting a +1/+1 counter every turn, is very good. You know, better than it seems at least. So, I don't know. Alright, let's play a Verdant Catacombs again. And I'm going to fetch right now, but I'm getting a forest. Actually, no, I'm getting a swamp so we can play our Bloodghast if we need to. I don't think we'll need to, but oops. Got to tap my mana right. I'm real bad at that. But anyway, I think just this guy getting a +1/+1 counter every turn from just Squee, I think is really hard for a lot of decks to beat. His deck, maybe not, because it is kind of a combo type deck, but it's not easy to beat. Okay, so you Abrupt Key's our guy. Alright. Okay, and a Blinkmoth Nexus. Well, I guess we'll just play our... Whoops. Oh, I didn't play Urborg. Duh. Okay, well, let's just play a Bloodghast. So, it looks like he's going to be able to combo us this game, to be honest. Only because we're at 18 life, because we fetched twice. And we really have nothing going on because he had that Abrupt Decay. We didn't wait till we had mana. But, you know, he is playing a combo type of deck, and I was just thinking that if we had been able to do that, it would have been okay. Sure, Life from the Loam. His 4 revealed cards are Abrupt Decay, Faithless Looting, Verdant Catacombs, and Unburial Rites. And so he took the Verdant Catacombs, because that's all he can take. And I think he has some creatures at this point. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack with Blink Moth too, because we ain't got a whole bunch going on. Alright, we'll play Marsh Flats and get a Swamp. Yeah, I really don't feel so good about this game. Only because our opponents, you know, look at them, they're dredging all that stuff. They got Unburial Rites in their graveyard. So they just dredged away a Mulch, March Flats, and an Overgrown Tomb. So what happens? Okay, Life from Loam back 3 more lands. Alright. And our opponent needs to discard. He discarded Borbo and another Unburial Rites. So he's got 2 Unburial Rites and a Borbo. Borborygmos. So he's probably got a... let's go ahead and turn this guy into a creature. And we'll attack. I don't see how we could possibly win. Because he's got, you know, a bunch of stuff that can kill us. Oh crap, I meant to play some more stuff. Oops. I recently removed a whole bunch of stops from my from the damage and combat steps, only because I felt like they took forever and it got really tedious. So I removed them, but now I'm paying for that. So go me. So he goes on Burial Rites, right? And then he should play a land, right? Untapped, and then play Life from the Loam. And then discard a whole bunch of lands and kill us. Yeah, I don't know why there aren't Leyline of the Voids in this deck. And I just copied Travis Boo's sideboard too. But I believe me, I noticed the absence of... I did notice the absence of the Leyline of the Void. Oh, he's messaging me saying, "Whoops, sorry, give me priority, you're dead. Didn't mean to slow roll." Had it during my upkeep. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, at least I didn't mean to slow roll. That's kind of an a-hole thing to do. Okay, so he had a lot of land. Yeah, see, he got everything he needed that game, and we don't have any graveyard hate, so that's kind of a bummer. We really didn't have that great of a draw, and we didn't have our ley line, so yeah, Vengeful Vampires. Is that what they're called? Vengeful Pharaoh. Those are coming out, and in will go 3 ley lines for Vengeful Pharaohs and Shambling Shell. So that's the change I'm making. And then I also, I think I'm going to put 1 Tectonic Edge in main deck, and then take out the other one, just because I think having 2 Tectonic Edges in a deck like this is, I mean, those are important sideboard spots for something that's not that important, especially when we have 4 Urborgs running. Like, having black mana has never been a problem. So, okay, well, we really don't have anything to sideboard, so well, we need some way to discard, but I guess we'll keep this. I don't know. I think the Blood Crypt is kind of could be a mistake. But honestly, as soon as in a few weeks when Khans of Tarkir rolls in, this deck's going to improve because we can take out the Blood Crypt, put in a single solitary mountain instead, so we can play it untapped. And yeah, it's important that it does black, but we have 4 Urborgs, so it's like, to me, it's kind of like, I don't think it's not a huge problem here. Oh, check it out. Necromancer Stockpile. He's probably going to Abrupt Decay it, though, but this will be cool. Watch. If it works, this is going to be sweet, because we got a Squee. So let's go Squee. Bam. Squee. Oh, see? Kills it. Yeah, he's got a lot of enchantment hate. That's cool. I actually always like that deck. The the Reanimator style decks. I think they're cool, but if you build your sideboard properly and put in graveyard hate, like I should have, probably wouldn't be that tough to beat. But I really wanted to use my Necromancer Stockpile. It's a cool card. Alright, so what can we... Okay, we don't have green mana because we have a Blood Crypt. Okay, well, all we can do is play Bloodghast. Yeah, no, I always like the Reanimator style decks. I think that's just a cool... It's just a cool idea, so... Oh, okay, cool. We got green mana now. Oh, this is working out really well. I still don't know if we're going to win because we really didn't get an explosive draw like we did in Game 1, which was awesome. I mean, that was such a good draw. It was cool. Okay. He's bolting our Lotless Troll when we're attacking with a Bloodghast. That's kind of a weird time to do it. I don't understand why, but I've done it before, and I've had the opponent accidentally let it resolve because they thought it was targeting the Bloodghast when it was not. So. And I really think our opponent has like a Rakdos Charm here. I really, really do. And we're just going to get the shaft. Now he's Abrupt Decaying our Bloodghast. Okay. Yeah, I think he's doing it to confuse us, but like new Magic Online, like it shows you really clearly what's being targeted with everything, which is kind of cool. Makes me happy. Sure, Faithless Loot. Loot faithlessly. Well, hey, this turned out pretty kind of okay. That he blew 2 perfectly good cards on So it looks like he doesn't have the fatty to kill us. But he blew two perfectly good cards, trying to kill a Bloodghast for whatever reason. So, I mean, not whatever reason. Obviously, it was a good reason. He was trying to really kill the Lotless Troll. But I think he was trying to get it. He was trying to get me to regenerate it so he could kill it, and it didn't work. So, hey, it worked out for me, and I'm happy about that. So, yes, we are getting Squee back. And then we're going to dredge our Stinkweed Imp. And we got a, what did we get? A Veilborn Ghoul. Oh, another Vengevine. Okay. And, well, let's go ahead and attack. And we're going to make it 8. Does making it 8 make the clock any faster? So let's see. If we go 7, then let's see, 8, 9. Well, if we go 8, then 9, then 10. It's still 3. Or if we go 7, then 8, then 9. That's 3. Okay, yeah. No matter what we do, it's got to be 3 attacks. Either way, so it doesn't matter. Good thing our opponent didn't think we had 4 creature cards. Well, 3 is what we discarded. We had the Vengevine still. Good thing our opponent didn't think we had 4 creature cards in our hand and tried to bolt the guy to give him. So we give him a regeneration shield to, you know, so he could abrupt decay it. And hopefully we could flip a couple of, let's see, what's he got? He still has no creature in his graveyard, so that's good. Oh, Grizzlebrand. Great. Well, hopefully if we flip a couple of not Bloodghasts, what do you call it? Gravecrawlers, we'll be able to kill him this turn. But I don't know if that one's happening. Okay. And we are dredging our Stinkweed Imp. And... okay. Well... I suppose we will attack. And then we're going to discard our Squee and our Stinkweed Imp. And now, does it make a difference if we make it a 10 versus a 9? Probably not, because he's going to be at 4 versus being at 3. And if he Goro's Vengeance, his Grizzlebrand, he'll be able to attack us for 7. And then I don't know if he would draw, though, because he would then be at 11. And we'd kill him in essentially 1 hit. So, okay, we'll hang on to our Vengevine, because he doesn't know what this card is. He doesn't know what this last card is. Because he sees us get back our Stinkweed and our Squee every turn, but he does not know that we have this Vengevine that we've been holding the entire game. I think it was in our opening hand, actually. Well, one of the Vengevines was. So, yeah, Goro's Vengeance on Grizzlebrand. Right. That is what I figured. And he's going to attack us. See, him being at 10 or him being at 11, I don't think is a big deal. So, I don't know. I don't know how he plans to get rid of our Lawless Troll, because he's going to die next turn. Unless... I'm trying to think of what he could have. Well, he fetches. Maybe he's got... Oh, a Borbo. Yucky. I don't think that matters, man. Oh, you got double. Oh no, doesn't matter. Game's over. Because we got 3 damage greater than his power. And if this resolves, we've got 2. Let's see, he's got 7 cards in hand. Let's see, should we get back Life from the Loam, or should we get back a Stinkweed Imp? I'm thinking. Because we do have... We have 1/2 Bloodghast that will have haste. Yeah, let's get back Life from the Loam. Sweet. Not the bone. Do we have a Dryad Arbor in our graveyard? We do not. Okay. I wish there was a way to pop out the graveyard. That's like the most common thing I hear about the new MTGO. So, can he kill it twice? Does he have 6 lands in his hand, I wonder? He'd need 4 to kill it. He'd need 8 land. Well, he'd need 7 is what he needs. Okay. Let's just go ahead and attack and see what happens. Right. So we did 3. Did 6. Okay. And I think we win. Alright, we won. Cool. I should have put a regeneration shield on my Lawless Troll. I realize that. But I don't have a stop on the damage step because it got tedious when I would play. But I do now. So there's one there on both players' turns. So anyway, that is the what Travis Wu calls the modern zombie combo deck. It's a fun deck to play. It's really cool. You know, has a lot of graveyard elements, which I always like. Kind of use your graveyard as your deck, and you know, it's about as close to, you know, a modern dredge deck as you'll find. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.